Yo guys, this is Spear, and today we're going to play some OU with live commentary as I play. So I don't know how I am up on the ladder. I think it's about 1500-ish. Let's go over the team. It's right here. It's got FizzDev, Lando, and AV Magirna because it's cool. Typical Grazium Z, Petran, a Latias, which is like more bulky with Roar, for which I can't wait for the Latias light to come out. Ferrothorn to set up spikes next to the Stealth Rocks, and a Greninja. So yeah, it's a Scarf Greninja, so I can actually beat full Corona with this team. So let's get into a battle. Okay, so you see Gyarados, which is interesting, Lele, Lando, Ferrothorn, Greninja, and Tornadus, Therian. So he might actually lead his Greninja. Like, a lot of people actually lead their Greninjas against Lando teams, so I actually will lead my own Greninja. And he decides to go Ferrothorn. Interesting. So I'm actually going to click U-turn while he goes for his Tapu Lele. She is going to take a little bit of damage. Quite a lot, actually. And I'll go into Magirna, because he can't really hit it with a Lele, because it's AV Magirna. Now, he'll probably switch out into Landorus or Ferrothorn. Probably not Ferrothorn. But most likely Landorus. So I'm actually going to click Ice Beam. Okay, so he does go to Ferrothorn, but that still does decent damage. And I'll click Volt Switch now, so I can get out of there. And go into my Heatran. So it sets up Stealth Rocks, which is fine. A lot of mons on my team resist rocks. What does he have to switch in on this? Not much. There's a Gyarados, but it's still gonna take like a considerable amount thanks to like trapping and all this stuff. So I'm actually gonna use my Z move here. And take it out, because I don't really need my Z move for anything else on his team. So I'll click Magirna here. So he is Protein, and he crits me. That's very unfortunate. So that's pretty scary. He has like Life Orb and Protein. I mean Life Orb and Hydro Pump on a Protein set. It's not really anything I like. Even with Assault Vest that does a lot, as you saw. Well, that was a crit. So I can't really risk getting crit again. I kind of click Floor Cannon, because it's a good move. And it does about half against the Tornadus, although it will heal back a little bit. What do I go into here? I don't think he can kill me. I don't know what it actually runs. I think it runs like U-turn and such. It goes knockoff. That's a problem. But we do get the Volt Switch out, and we can go into... what are we going into? How fast is it? That's kind of fast. I kind of want to go into my Greninja then. I think we should click Ice Beam, and I was right, because Ice Beam does hit at least Landorus and Tornadus extremely hard. It's Ferrothorn decently hard, and Lele is like half health anyway, so that will be a 2-hit KO. So the only thing he could switch in there was his own Greninja, which he does now, and that might be a problem, because I don't really have a good answer to a Greninja other than my own Greninja. Now what will he go for? Will he go for another Hydro Pump? Or why? Because no one knows what Protein Greninja runs. They normally don't even run Hydro Pump. So I'll probably go into Ferrothorn, hoping he doesn't have the Hidden Power Fire. He's got Ice Beam, which crits again. I'll probably have to sacrifice it. Click Gyro Ball and actually get rid of the Tornadoes, which is a good thing. So it goes into Tapu Lele, which most likely has the Hidden Power Fire. You might actually just click Psychic, and in that case, Greninja is a safe play. He goes into his own Greninja. But he's Life Orb and I'm Scarf, so I'm actually faster. So that's a good thing. I can go back into Heatran and throw another Magma Storm, which hits super hard on whatever comes in. Which is the Lele, and takes it out. And Greninja comes out again. Now, I do want to preserve the Heatran, but anything else really can just die. So I'll go into Ferrothorn and sacrifice it. Why does this guy keep critting me? What? So yeah, it goes into Ice Beam. So let's see. I can't send in Magearna anymore because the Assault Vest was knocked off, so I do kind of have to go into Greninja. Now, the question is, what is he going for? Will he switch into his Ferrothorn, or will he stay in and risk me predicting the Ferrothorn switch in? I have enough mons to sacrifice. So I might actually click U-turn. So I think now, what do I go into? Probably Heatran. But I could go into Landers. I'll stick to Heatran. And Magma Storm is still best play because it does do a lot. Basically put it in range of whatever. And he forfeits. So we go up to 1490, which is almost 1500. Kind of dropped, I guess. And let's search for another game. Didn't actually even get hazards up that last game, but I still managed to win. So yeah, let's search for that next game. Okay, Charizard, Dugtrio, Tyranitar, Feeny, Magearna, and Mew. That's interesting. The Dougie is a big problem for this team with both Heatran and Magearna on it. I don't think Dougie can actually OHKO Magearna unless it's like Ground EMZ. But I really need to watch out this game. Okay, so it goes Mew. What do I do against Mew? I click U-turn? That does nothing. What if he goes U-turn? And then goes into Dougie. He's stealth rocking. I am so scared of the Dougie. I am so scared. Have to go Magma Storm, trap him in. can't knock me off because I'm what's it called? So now I'm actually going to switch out, probably, because if I stay in, he can free switch into Doggy after I KO the Mew. So I have to make a smart play. I'll go Greninja. Because it's probably, well, he knocks off my Story Scarf, which is kind of bad, but I was hoping he would go for the Psychic, if he has it. So he goes into tap with Feeny, which is fine. Again, just U-turn into that. And go into... Ferrothorn. Now you will probably go into Charizard here, because that's an obvious play. So I'll go back into Greninja. He actually goes for the Mew. So I click Gunk Shot here, and hopefully I can KO the Mew. There we go. And that would have also KO'd Feeny switching. Well, probably not KO'd because I don't have like a boosting item, but it would have done a lot. So he goes into Magearna, which is a big problem now I lost my Scarf. Even then, it's a big problem. But because I am not locked in anymore, I can actually go for the U-turn. And do a lot of damage to that Dougie. Because I'm not locked in anymore. Dougie has a lot of speed to actually go into Ferrothorn because I can't outrun it. But I can like tank all of its hits. And I'll just click Gyro Ball where he goes into Zard. That's fine. Now, I don't know, this might be Zart Y looking at his team with the Tyranitar. So I'll go into Latias. It would suck if he is Zart X. No, he's Zart Y. So that's good. So now we have the Latias out, which he can't really touch. So he goes into the T-Tar. Now that's a problem because he can click the Pursuit. So what I'm actually going to do is click Roar and allow myself to survive. And now I'll probably go into Heatran. Although he has probably got the Focus Blast. I have a tough time dealing with that core. I do think I have to go into Heatran. There he goes, Tapu Fini. That's fine. I can Bloom Doom. And do a lot of damage. And I'll probably Earth Power. Because it can hit Magearna on a switch-in. It can hit Tyranitar. It can hit everything. It's got Surf, but it doesn't KO because the sun is up. I'll probably click Earth Power again, kill the Feeny. Heatran is kind of useless here. Dougie comes in, but it doesn't really matter. I can go into Greninja again. Do I? Yeah, I just have barely a little bit more speed. So I can risk clicking Rock Slide. Or not. No, I'm not even choiced in anymore, so that doesn't even matter. I can just click... I can just click Ice Beam. So Magearna comes in, takes the Ice Beam, like it should. And then I can U-turn out into my own Magearna. So he goes for the Z move, Twinkle Tackle, which doesn't do a lot. Flash Cannon is still the safer play, which does a lot more to him than he does to me. Now what does Magearna do in this matchup? It doesn't really win versus Zard. So yeah, I was doubting to click like Volt Switch. I didn't. It's kind of unfortunate. I think here I'm gonna sacrifice my Latias, just because, and go back into Greninja and click that Rock Slide. Because it's strong and it's gonna do a lot of damage. Now, how much did Ice Beam do to Magearna earlier? 16%. So, if I can get Magearna down to 16% with this Rock Slide, then yes. Okay. So that means I can actually click Ice Beam and take it out. So it goes into Tyranitar, which is a smart play. Now, the problem is that I don't know if Pursuit works on U-turn and such. I hope it doesn't. It does. That's unfortunate. I can't really help that. So now Charizard is a big problem. I wanted to set rocks before it came in, but it already came in, unfortunately. And I don't really have a way to win this game. The Charizard is going to KO me. It's not, but it's gonna... Yeah, I can't hit it back, so that's unfortunately I cannot win that game anymore. So let's go into the next game. It's got a Mawile and a Superior. Interesting. And another Gyarados. I don't know what's up with all the Gyarados today. I'll just lead Greninja again. It's a good lead because it's Scarf. Even against the Superior, it's like a really solid lead. I don't really have any other answers to Superior. He might know that Superior does die to a Gunk Shot, so he'd probably switch out. He doesn't. Just eats the U-turn. So I'll probably go into Magearna, which can eat a Leaf Storm pretty well. And, I'll probably click Ice Beam while he sacrifices his Superior. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Garchomp coming out now. Yep, there we go. And I not want to deal with this Garchomp. So I'm actually going to switch out into Landorus T, which can in-power Ice this Garchomp. He goes for Fire Blast, hoping for the burn probably, but not getting it. Maybe expecting a Ferrothorn switch in either as well. I'm actually going to set Rocks here, because Rocks are more important. Well, it goes into Clefable, so it's actually the good play. And I'll click U-turn, get out of there, go into Magearna. Well, he Moonblast, and we eat those. So he doesn't really have a switch in for Flash Cannon. And Fire Blast does take me down to 12%. And now I'm actually going to click Volt Switch and go back into Greninja, which allows me to get a lot of momentum because it's a Scarf Greninja. Which can always U-turn out of there and give me even more momentum. So that's why it's like a super safe play. He reveals that he's Moxie and not Intimidate, which is obvious because Mawile is obviously the Mega. That means that I can probably click Rock Slide and get away with it. Oh, and he lives at 3%, but he flinches, so that's a good thing. And he forfeits. So let's get just one more game, just one last game today, and we play against Stall. No, it's Stall with Volcarona. That's even worse. That's worse than Stall. Stall with Volcarona. God damn it. So he obviously leads Sableye, because when does Stall not lead Sableye? Now, I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp or anything into my Greninja, because it's mostly physical, as you see. Like, the only special move is Ice Beam. So I'll go into Heatran. And if he Will-O-Wisps me, which he doesn't, then that would be fine. He has no answers to Magma Storm, which misses, of course. When does this not miss? Except that Sableye is actually bulky enough, probably, to live anything. We miss again. Now he might be smart and actually double out into something else that can take the Grass CMZ, because he knows I'm Grass CMZ. And he's trying to bait me into using it, as you see. So we safely get that Magma Storm out on the Chansey and on it, which makes it so that he can't actually kill me right now. I mean, he can't actually heal up or switch out. I want to click Magma Storm again because it does more damage, but I'm afraid of missing again. Firstly, it does connect. Now I don't want to stay in and Magma Storm again because I will die, and Heatran is very important in this matchup. So actually switch out into Landorus and allow him to get some recoil from the Rocky Helmet while the taunt ends. So I could click U-turn, but I could also click Earthquake, which is probably the safer bet and KO with the Chansey. And that would have hit Sableye on the switch in if I did decide to go Rocks. Like, Sableye would have been a good switch in. I don't really have anything against the Sableye, but his Chansey is down, so I can actually go into Magearna a lot more safely. Now AV gets knocked off, but that is not as bad as it normally is, because he doesn't really have any special attackers except Volcarona. Against, I didn't really want to stay in anyway. So let's see what he has to switch in. He can switch into like Quagsire or Volcarona, I guess. Actually, click Volt Switch as he goes into Volcarona. And I can go back into Greninja. And then here's the thing. He will probably know the Rock Slide is coming. He probably knows I'm Scarf. Because I clicked U-turn before. So he'll probably go into something that can eat my Rock Slide. Thus, I'll click Ice Beam. As he goes into Amoonguss, which does not take half, unfortunately. That's kind of unfortunate. Now, we have to put something to sleep, sadly. And I think that will be Latias. Well, he goes into Volcarona again. That's unfortunate. I'll actually go in Size Shot while he goes into Sable. I was debating to click Roar and roar myself out if he did that, but that is not like a consistent play. That is like a very risky play. So he knocks me off again. And I'll click Ice Beam on the Quagsire that comes in, which takes a lot of damage. What? How did that take so much from an Ice Beam? Okay. I'll just kill it. So he goes into Amoonguss. I'll just click Volt Switch, get out of there, go into Latias, get it sleeped. That's not even a word. Get it asleep. So Sleep Clause is now in effect. And that means he cannot put any other Mon asleep. I'll go into Heatran, because it's probably the safest bet right now. He goes into Volcarona, which might have Hidden Power Ground, which could be a problem. I kind of want to save Heatran still for the Amoonguss and the Skarmory. But I cannot let him set up either. So, what do I switch into? I'll probably switch into Greninja. While Quiver dances up. Okay, that's fine. So I'm actually faster. I can click Rock Slide. And he did not realize I'm Scarf, and I take down the Volcarona. And I get the win. He decides to give it up, and I think that was it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll hope to see you guys next time.